Well, good morning. I am doing something I don't do very often, surprisingly, waking up at a rest area. I kind of ran out of time in the day yesterday and didn't really have any options nearby to find a place to actually camp. So I used this rest area and it went very well. A couple vans pulled in next to me later in the night. One of them's still here. It was relatively quiet, so I am getting up and gonna drive just about 5-6 minutes down Interstate 15 heading south, where I'm gonna go into Kolob Canyon National Park, which is a part of Zion National Park. Very lesser known, less visited. So I'm gonna go spend some time there, try to go on a hike and do some mapping out on where I'm gonna go from there. We've got the sun coming up, beautiful clear blue skies. Get on the interstate, away we go. We are coming into the visitor center here. They open at 8 a.m. and it's just 8:30 a.m. A little earlier than I want to be. I'd like the sun to come up a little bit more, so most of the canyons are not in shadows in the shade. So I'm just going to kind of take my time. I'm going to go into the visitor center, get some information. There's not a whole lot of hiking available here. I believe there's just 1 or 2 trails. So I'm going to go get the info on that. I did some research online. And then, just again, take my time. I might make up a little snack here in the van. There is a 10-mile scenic drive, a road that goes through the park, and then some stops, overlook stops and that. So we'll check all that out. All right, we're going to do this Taylor Creek. Looks like a 2.5 or 5 mile total out and back. Well, this is a really nice trail going along the creek, pretty much crossing back and forth over it as the trail weaves up. You know, there was a little crowd of people that came up behind me, so I just took a break, let everyone pass. Now I'm the whole trail to myself. Well, I did read in the trail notes there was a couple old cabins here. Looks like here's the first one. No real information on the history of it. Just says it's an archaeological site. Do not disturb. Maybe there's some more info up here. No, just more etiquette on not tampering with it. Yeah, I'll have to check in the visitor center, see if I can get some more info. Let me get a peek in the back here. Old bed frame in there. Look at that. That looks cool with the sun coming through it. Well, they had a nice view here though. Wow, this section of the trail is neat. Walking right through the canyon here. These steep sandstone walls, creek running through. Well, we came up upon the second cabin here. This one has a little bit more information. It says the Fife cabin, circa 1930. About the same size. Boy, some pretty good sized gaps in those logs. Boy, sweet spot right next to a creek. Sheesh, these cliffs just tower over you. They're beyond vertical, arching over towards you. Gotta be getting close. Almost gets you a little dizzy looking up. It's just towering over me here. You can see all the black streaks from when the water falls. There's a little bit of a trickle here. Wow. So neat. Alright, this is the end of the trail here. Pretty cool. The colors from the water streaks. Some hummingbird moths. I don't know if I can get close enough, but these are really neat. It's a moth that looks just like a hummingbird. Alright, here we are, home sweet home. Parking lot is still full. It was full when I showed up. I just grabbed the last spot. And we got folks lined up. It is a Wednesday, just about noon. I'm gonna take a break, see what else I can find here. Okay, that was a very nice hike, very pleasant. Just gonna drive to the end of the road just for the sake of it. I believe there's a couple more lookout points. Wow, this is pretty awesome. Well, I couldn't ask for a nicer day. Well, this upper parking lot is not full. That's a good sign. Just gonna drive to the end here. And I need to take a little break to get some food in me. The view from the end of the road here. Okay, had a nice little snack break here. This overlook. There was a moment there where there was no other cars or people at this lookout point. No traffic going by. It was just for, a minute or so. The wind picked up. You could hear the breeze through the trees. It was just a very peaceful, kind of forgot I was in a national park for a minute. It was a nice moment. Yeah, pretty spectacular in here. Don't know that I'm going to stay much longer. There was one other short hike I could do, but I kind of feel like I got my fill, and I do need to still think about where I'm going to camp for the night. I don't want to end up doing another rest stop. Okay, well, I made a little bit of a move. I wasn't intending on driving as far as I did after leaving Kolob Canyon, but here I am. Found a spot along the Virgin River. Let's see, where do I want to be here? Gosh, I feel like without realizing it, I feel like I've camped here before. Let's see, where do I want to be? I think this will work right here, right next to the river. Check it out. Ooh, it is a little warmer down here. I dropped down in elevation, feeling the heat. That sun should be setting here pretty quick though, but yeah, perched up on this cliff here, just above the Virgin River. Big canyon there. Well, I just wanted to thank you all for joining me on another video. I appreciate you being here. Also wanted to give a big extra thank you to my supporters over on Patreon. They allow me to post these videos on YouTube without any advertisement interruptions during the videos. So thank you again. It really does mean a lot to me. And also, I just wanted to give a little update. This is actually going to be my last camp for a little bit, unfortunately. I need to go back to work to make some money so I can continue to do what I do on the road. So from here, I'll actually be driving back down to San Diego to spend a few days with my mother before I get on a plane and fly up to North Dakota, where I work seasonally on a farm. So I'll be posting some videos actually from the farm, showing you a little bit of what I do and talking and sharing about how I arrived at that job and how it's become such an important part of funding my lifestyle, living on the road and traveling around most of the year. So that's what's to come here. And then also I have a new big adventure planned immediately after that. So I'll be sharing that news here coming up soon, and then sharing some of what I have tentatively planned for my summer travels, and sharing about where I'll be in the country and maybe out of the country. So again, I just wanted to thank you all for being a big part of this adventure. It really does mean the world to me, and I hope you all are happy and well out there and doing the things you love in life. Thank you again, And we'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. Peace.